Wait.
I made it!
Yeah,
I did
baby.
it!
That's the way forward.
Yeah, baby! That's huge! That's huge! That's huge! I'm still a member of the Tallywackers. God intervened 1787 times, but we're here.
The Tallywackers.
We made it.
Tallywackers are the best of life. Yay.
He's like a guest character in Smash Bros.
As Conor McGregor would say, baby, we done it. Baby, we done it. I'm gonna get this.
He's glitching it out, boys. We need to reinstall.
There's no software. No software.
Yeah, where he literally glitches in through space and time like Wraith.
I came inside a wrecking ball. Oh god, this podcast must have missed me.
Yeah.
I do want to say though, I did see the I haven't seen the second one that I wasn't in, but the video game podcast. You guys carried yourself admirably.
What about the life fails?
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, thank God.
Don't worry, Jonathan. I'm pretty sure I witnessed a good 70% of your fails. I've known you long enough to see way too many things.
Funny thing is, I mentioned the time I punched you in the dick during the lightsaber duel.
Yeah, he did.
And
I
how
remember
was
that.
sincere.
You dirty, dirty boy.
I was desperate. Like
That was undeserved. By the way, Dylan, I really like your forehead cam.
That thing is creepy. It looks like the surface of a planet.
I'll just see Dylan dip down and then.
wrong with my head?
Man, I love the guys. This podcast is so good. Boys, by the way, Dale, annual podcast announcement. Folks, we are all legal drinking age in any country we would like to drink in. Anyways, this was a good podcast, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay, see ya.
Peace.
Imagine if
Yeah, I was kind of expecting John to leave.
John to leave, yeah.
So I want to bring something up. So obviously we're for the folk here watching, this is a kind of a part 2 to the first live show, which where they talked about video games, and then continuation of the fails because I wasn't here because I'm cringe.
yeah.
Well, okay. In my defense, the first time I was in Salem celebrating, so that was fun. I literally got Halloween.
Oh.
I literally got to walk around as Michael Myers, taking pictures with a bunch of people. They gave me money. Legit. I think you've all seen the picture. I'll put up the picture at some point with post. But I just kind of stood because Salem's the biggest place for Halloween. It's the biggest celebration they do.
Salem, what do you expect?
Exactly. So there was thousands and thousands of people coming in and out. They had this one big street blocked off where you'd have a bunch of stores, restaurants, and stuff, and you'd just kind of walk through, see the costumes, do whatever. And when it got dark, there was this really creepy alleyway right next to one of the stores. There's a really popular store too. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna sit my pretty ass down. I'm just stare and watch. And people would, it was always the same thing. They would look at me like, oh God. And then like they'll take a picture of me, and then one of them will like, I'll go take a picture with him. Then I'll walk over, can I take a picture with you? Then I'll just stare at them, and then they'll get close, and then I'll grab, I'd either put my knife to their throat or have the knife ready to go. They'll take a picture, thank you, and then I'd give them a fist bump, and they'd walk away.
So
it was really fun
when people meet you.
Yeah, and it was funny because in the movie, Michael Myers loses his pinky and ring, finger. So I had it bandaged up just like in the movie. And people would try and shake my hand and then go for my right hand. And I'm a little raptor. I got little raptor claws. So I'd show them and go. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. My favorite encounters, though, because I was in an alleyway and behind me there was like another street that had a bunch of stuff going on as well. And there was a tour guide that would come through that alley and come out. So people would be going to like the tour and I'd turn the corner like, oh shit. And there was one guy with his girlfriend. He turned the corner and was like, oh fuck that! We chose the wrong fucking corner. We chose the wrong street. And then she keeps walking. He grabs her like, did you see him? He will kill your ass. Unless you'd shit yourself. I literally basically made you piss you. Oh, speaking of tragedies, okay, we'll start with one tragedy.
Oh no.
So this involves what? No, it's not. So this would be in high school. So I think you all know Devin. I'm not gonna give his last name. He's about as tall as me. Little more redneck than me. A lot more redneck.
Isn't he the guy that said that the Big Mom was stealing the Fed?
Sounds like something he would say, probably.
She said that. What did the Big Mom known for? Stealing our Fed.
I think it was actually. That was like in a present. Oh my God, you're right. It was in. They would go class to class. It was like a presentation, and they would go and they'd ask, "What's the Mi'kmaq known for?" And Devin raises his hand, stealing a fish. He didn't.
Now I know where you get your chaotic evil from, Justin.
No, he got it from me.
Oh,
I
God,
corrupted Devin.
You corrupted all of us.
Yeah,
So
I did.
what's the story about Devin and what did he do?
Okay, well, it was actually me and Devin. So
God,
the
no.
power had gone out at school. And it was the buses were on their way. School. Johnson, no. The buses were on their way. Yeah, the buses were on their way, so it was just kind of like hang out until the buses come, and then you can go home. And mind you, the power's out, and I just want to start this off by saying Jonathan is notoriously easy to scare.
What do you expect?
It doesn't take much to scare old Mr. Malay. But
implies I'm married.
No, it implies he's smart, which is also wrong, but still. Anyways.
Oh!
But so Jonathan went to the bathroom. And it was pitch black in that bathroom, by the way. It was dark. And Jonathan already doesn't like the dark. And it was this most simple thing. I had an app on my phone that would play different horror sounds. And Halloween song. Just, and I walked in and I just played the music and just a scream. And I think he pissed on himself a little bit.
I wouldn't put it past them.
I got myself a shower.
Did you guys tell the story at the camp of the fear nut? Is that the story you told?
Yeah.
Don't fear that. It sounds like a sexual disease.
But did we? What other camp like activities did you guys talk about?
Well, obviously the tent and how it might be Chaz's fault.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah, we talked about that conspiracy theory. We talked about when I shat myself in 6th grade in front of everyone.
Also, the time where Jonathan found the tampon.
Oh, you mean the poon sponge?
You mean, and by that I mean real life scarlet rot.
I want to bring attention, so I can't wait for us to put that fucking cursed ass video up on the channel. That camping trip couldn't have gone worse in a better way. It was a modern tragedy that will be in textbooks. But
That might just be tripping into somebody else's property.
yeah, so Dylan. Okay, I'm just gonna skip ahead because I want to specify this one particular story. Dylan, you can tell a story of how you sank, but long story short, Dylan sank, and he was just kind of trundling. Yeah, he was just kind of trundling to the shore, and Dylan gets up to this. It was like a rock in the lake he was standing on, and at this point, Dylan had enough, and
Yeah.
Dylan slipped, but he slipped on the rock, but he didn't fall off of the rock, so he just slammed the rock. And he was just in the water. And he gets up and pushes forward, and he keeps stepping on rocks. He was so done with it all.
Yeah, then I went to bed, hoping to get a good night's sleep.
He went to sleep only to be awoken in the worst way possible.
Murphy's Law.
Guys, the folk who are watching or will end up watching, I do want to put some attention towards. If you go on our YouTube channel and go to our shorts, you can see a clip of the fabled adventure involving a waterlogged Jonathan.
I mean, what do they expect from me by now? I'm
Just
basically.
saying. Wait, are y'all gonna be doing that same type of thing with like the floaties at the cabin adventure?
Of course.
Yeah, y'all have fun. I ain't fucking doing that. I ain't going through that shit again. I'll just be inside. I'll just be inside, hoping Mutated doesn't rape me.
I Dylan, to be honest, I hate to be that guy, but I think most, if not everybody, other than you, will go out on that lake.
Okay.
Well,
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll go out. I just won't go out far on a floaty because of what happened last time.
Well, you could just get a better one.
We basically beat the Star Tags.
I mean, you did buy a $30 Amazon floaty.
And its head was super big because, like, when I rode, I was like, because I had to struggle to get around the head.
You should just seeing Dylan try and get on that fucking raft.
You do better than you.
Yeah, no, the raft was like as big as my belly. It was like this big. I'm trying not to stand up too much because.
Why does it look like a Celtic thrusting in front of us?
You trying to show us a good time?
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
You missed it. Good-footed.
I love. So I just that whole lake trip. There were two sides. Okay, there was me and Jonathan, Chaz, Dylan. Me and Jonathan were going way out to this. We were going out to the island. Me and Jonathan literally. So we were riding our rafts backwards. Jonathan was a genius for this because we had unicorns. So we would just lay down on the unicorn's neck and just kind of paddle with our little fingies. And we managed to get about halfway to that island, and then we'd look to our right and we'd see Chaz and Dylan getting taken by the drink over to the next section of the lake. Me and Jonathan did it with our hands.
And then I fucking sank.
Me and Jonathan had a. It was funny because Jonathan was like, "I think is this what it's like when you guys watch me?" I'm like, "Yes, Jonathan."
Yes, it is, Jonathan. Yes, the fuck it is. Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm
back.
He glitched.
30. I just accepted my fate.
It was a sad little trundle.
Yeah.
Part was they were floating. They were floating on some private property as well.
Yeah, they were.
He was watching us the whole time.
Yeah, he was on the balcony watching us.
We're like, hey, honey, come check out this shit. These kids are funny as hell.
No, I think it was, hey honey, come look at these toads.
You know what, chat? Let's just be glad that that property wasn't owned by Simo Haya. We would die. We would probably die.
I mean, we're not Russian.
You're on the sniper's property. Fair enough.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Imagine if it's owned by Batman.
Oh,
I got the
tragic tale. The voice actor for the Batman and the Arkham games passed away.
Batman in general, not just for the Arkham
Yeah,
games.
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say Batman is dead.
Oh.
Goodbye, Kevin. Oh.
Yeah, he passed away. I think on the 10th.
His final role was in Multiverses.
Yeah.
So he left a good legacy.
I was gonna say, I don't think there's a single thing he's been in that I was like, eh. He is Bat-God.
Well, except Arkham Knight.
Loved Arkham Knight.
It was fine.
Well, you stupid.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Justin, Jonathan's such a critic.
No, he's just stupid. You're just stupid. Stupid, stupid, man.
Stupid, my idiot.
And
Why
you're
did you
just
say
stupid.
Australian?
Eh. Oh no.
Oh yeah. Cold. I'm in the dark alone. My bike tire's flat. Yeah, I was gonna say, and then I translated. I haven't eaten yet. Okay.
Wait, what?
Another small scale tragedy. As on par with Chaz drinking, Chaz passed out last night. So can we get a little round of applause for Chaz passing out? Everyone give a little clap to Chaz. Passed out once more. What's up? You know, Chaz, do you remember the last words I spoke to you before you? No, you don't. Of course, you don't. The last thing I said to you, Chaz, because you were clearly very tired. So I'm like, buddy, you want to just go to bed? And you're like, eventually. And I'm like, Chaz, you might as well just go to bed now willingly, because in about 5 minutes, you're going to go to bed unintentionally. And lo and behold, 5 minutes later, you went to bed unintentionally. And then I proceeded to murder the Godskin duo. God, I hate them with a passion.
Who's the Godskin duo?
Think like Foreskin, but with weapons. There's two of them. They're cunts. They're cunts. And they're cunts. And one of them is... One of them fucking becomes a Beyblade and just rolls around and is one of the most undodgeable attacks in fucking Soulsborne history, and it's the most annoying piece of shit fucking thing ever. Oh, and don't get me started with the fucking tall, lanky cock nugget who just stands in the back. Get him, big brother! I'll just throw my little balls.
Oh my god. Fuck the Godskin duo. Chaz, you still need to fight. I want to see you fight Malekith.
I wanna be famous. This is such a good song.
Yeah, too bad All-Star suck ass.
No, I haven't seen it yet. Is that the new one?
Nope. That's not total drama.
Llama, yeah, with the kids, yeah, when they're children.
No.
Yes, Jonathan. You must watch it and review it. You must do it.
Oh no, you killed him.
The biggest tragedy to ever happen on a live stream. The landslide slid to
And
death.
the landslide has fallen into the underworld.
Oh, boys, okay. If we're talking tragedies,
Oh no.
I got a tragedy. Okay, so a little context for the jubble up a ding dong. I used to compete MMA. I used to do the punchy.
Fuck off. No.
I was
No,
pretty
no,
good at
it's-
the punchy. But there was a specific incident that had occurred that has deterred me from going punchy. And it has nothing to do with MMA. So I have a very ungo rotator cuff. It is dead. Think of Jonathan's will to live, and it's worse.
I didn't think that was possible.
So me, everybody here knows Riley. No one in the live stream will know Riley, but we all know Riley. So me and Riley went camping.
I think I know what it is.
Me and Riley went camping. It was at this fancy white people camp. So I mean, it was cool, but it wasn't the camping I'd stay. They were in a fucking RV. There was like 17 pools, 800 fucking. There was a beach. It was a nice camp, but I like a tent. But we were like 20 minutes away from Upper Clements Park. For folk who don't know, it's a water park. Was a water park.
Far big to the Shadow Realm.
Goodbye, Upper Clements.
Wait, why am I saluting? It damaged my back and gave me a fear of roller coasters.
It damaged everybody, and that's why we love it. Yeah. You're not special if you went to Upper Clements Park. You cunt. But anyways.
Yeah, when did it close down though? I'm curious.
When did it?
Did it close down because of COVID?
COVID killed it, and they just couldn't keep it going. But
we can find a way to reopen it and fund it again.
Yeah, because we have the funds.
Once we have the funds, we'll call it Tallywacker Gets You Wet with a smiley face. Yeah. But next to Upper Clements is a zipline park. So we had done Upper Clements one day, and then we decided, hey, this camp is boring as fuck. Let's go ziplining. So we went ziplining, and it's like a zipline obstacle course, and you're in the trees, so you way up, and you're doing obstacles, and then you get to go on a zipline, then you do obstacles, and then you get to do a zipline. And this is a minor tragedy, a major tragedy, but there was no obstacle that faltered me or Riley until one. And it was literally two rows of basically nooses. And you had to walk amongst the nooses. You'd put your foot in the hole and keep going. But like the second you put 2 feet in each hole, you'd do the splits and lose your penis forever. And we lost our penis many a times. So we just I remember because we had an instructor, because they had to like walk us through everything. And we were tame up until that point. We were just having fun. And I'd done the splits for like the 3rd time. I'm like, I swear to fucking God, if I slip again, I'm going to use these fucking nooses. He looks back, he's like, are you okay, man? I'm like, no. But we got to the end. And the end is the biggest zip line. It basically takes you a good 70% down the park, and it's the highest zip line they have, right? No. And how it worked is the instructor would go, Riley would go, then I would go. So the instructor goes, then he screams ready, so clear. So that means that he's clipped to the other tree and he's out of the area. So Riley goes down. And already this was cursed because I was sitting up there for like 10 minutes like, I haven't heard clear. Well, that's odd. And Riley, apparently they had been screaming clear to me the whole time. I just didn't hear him. And I finally hear, And I'm like, okay, now's my time. And I'm like, man, this is the last one. This is the last zip line. I gotta make the most out of this. And so how it works is so we're up the trees, and there's like a circular platform that goes around the width of the tree. So I'm standing on that, and I back up a little, and I give myself a little sprinting jump off of the zip line. So I'm going Mach 10 down this zip line, and then half I'm like, wait, how am I gonna fall? Because what you usually do is there's crash mats lined up on the tree where you'd land, and you just kind of stick your legs out and hit the crash mat, and you just kind of do a little bounce off and you come back on. But if I did that, my legs would go. My legs would go over my shoulders and explode. So I'm like, well, if I use my legs, I'll never walk again. If I use my chest, my organs are going to implode. So I'm like, bracing my shoulder, and I'm going down a zip line because it's harnessed up, so you don't have to hold it. So I'm doing a seismic shoulder bash, going Mach 10. I slam into the tree. I hit it so hard. Mind you, it's a complete downhill. So it's not like a straight zip line. It's just straight down. I hit it so hard, I ricochet off the tree, and I go back up the fucking zip line. But the guy, I wouldn't have gone far, but he grabs me and was dangling. My shoulder is completely fucked, and we get to the tree, and like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, doing great. Fucking shoulder slumped, like. I was going. My velocity was. I think I broke the sound barrier. I was zooming.
Hey guys, did you see the new buff to Reinhardt shoulder charge?
Yeah, I used it. They call it tree slam. Man, I ricocheted. I hit it so hard, flesh ricocheted off tree. How does that happen?
So how sucked up were you?
Oh, it was bad. It hurt. And we had gone back to the LV, the camper, and I couldn't even sleep because I lay on my side. I'm like,
Oh.
Oh, my phone's at 9%. I should probably charge it. Yeah? Hold on. Tell a story. I'll be back. Tell a story right now. Jonathan, it's up to you.
Hurry the fuck up, Jonathan.
I'm trying to think of one because I have many.
Tallywacker idea. The Tallywackers at the zoo. We see Monkey, we go, Monkey, 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 Monkey.
Let's be more cursed. It'd be more cursed than me at the zoo.
I went to a zoo once.
You. If it's a snake, then I'd be. Okay, I found a cursed story. I have one. I have a tragedy. It was Justin's birthday party, and we were young. We were at the YMCA, just swimming around in a pool full of kid pests, basic pool stuff. And it was cake time. I was excited until I saw the cake. A realistic snake. A hyper-realistic snake that fucked with me.
I can only imagine Jonathan's reaction was probably,
No, I turned white. I turned white and stared at it, as if it was an arch nemesis or Justin's bestie.
Go, Jonathan. Oh, kitty. Hello. This is why I want him to play Bloodborne at the cabin.
Fuck off.
What?
That looks so cursed. You know that video, hi, Dave, I got myself a girlfriend? It kind of has that same energy. I'll show you it later. It is fake. Oh God! In fucking Christ's name, am I seeing? Is that Fortnite dance?
Woo!
Yeah. So I had to eat a hyper-realistic snake for your birthday party. For your birthday party.
Oh wait, hold on. Are you talking about the my birthday? I think grade 6 with the yellow snake.
Yes.
I remember that. Jonathan.
Was it good?
I love snakes. It was my birthday party. Fuck you. I love snakes. It was my fucking birthday party.
I would love to
Fuck
see
you.
Jonathan. How are you going to react to snakes at the zoo if the Tallywackers go to the zoo?
I would die.
Oh, if we're popular enough to get invited to a zoo, we're gonna make Jonathan go in the exhibit with him.
Yeah, no, I propose.
Make sure to smile at them.
When you left earlier, I was like the Chaz and Jonathan was like, Tallywackers go to the zoo video, and they're like, hell yeah.
I would love to do that. Now,
A
little
version of me at the zoo.
What?
I want to take you to the zoo. We need to do a Tallywackers at the zoo video just to see what Jonathan does.
What is it?
I can't. My envision is we go in there and then 2 hours
No.
later he has his own enclosure.
No, Justin, you want to know what I'm imagining? The fucking owl. That fucking
Oh,
owl.
Oh man. So me and Dylan have an oddly similar story with the same motherfucker.
Yeah.
So at the zoo that's closest to where we live, there's you go to the back and there's where the birds are. You got like your eagle and you different kinds of owls. But there's one motherfucking owl. He's got the highest exhibit. And Dylan had told me this a story, and I'm like, that's happened to me. Because what Dylan had said is when he went to that exhibit, he was with his family too, and the owl just stared at him and just watched him. No matter where he went, the owl would watch him. And the motherfucker did it to me too. I had like a good 7 people in my party at the zoo, and he would watch me. So I think that owl has something against me and Dylan.
Maybe it's because we're in Slytherin.
What? What the fuck is Slytherin?
Harry Potter.
I think I'd be in Slytherin.
Well, you'd have to be because I'm there, and I'd cause a ruckus if the homies aren't in the same one as me.
I can just imagine the Sorting.
Deletus, fuck you, miss.
The Sorting have to be like, Hufflepuff, and you get up. It's like, nah, motherfucker, he's in Slytherin with me. It's like, okay, Slytherin. It's like, yay.
Dylan, Hufflepuff, Justin, Slytherin. What? She's Slytherin. Do you not understand? What? Slytherin. No, I know. I knew I was Slytherin. That's pretty obvious. What the fuck? That guy right there, that Dylan guy, he's Slytherin too. No, he's not. I am the Sorting Hat. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm Justin, and I'm Slytherin, and so is he.
Yeah, you may have said that he's a Hufflepuff, but here's what I say: Avada Kedavra.
And here's what I say: a fuck a you, a die a you.
Fuck is Sayuis.
Fuck a you in my Sayuis. What? Yeah, it's me. They're gonna call me the Eldritch Mukbang.
No, oh Jesus Christ, no. The character is called Starraweg.
Spank me and call me Humu.
Yep.
Is no one gonna spank me and call me Humu?
I don't have.
Over there, what do I look like, Popeye?
Yo, boys.
Yeah.
In like, what are we today? What are we, the 15th? So like, in a little over a month, my dumbass and Andrea are gonna be back for a little bit. How does that make you feel? The Tallywackers will be at full force again.
Like I need to hurry up and get you your Mercy body pillow. I need to hurry up and get that
Another
Mercy body
floor.
cover.
We're thinking the 23rd-ish until the 1st.
Of what?
I wonder. March, Jonathan. January!
Okay, Jesus. You know I'm a bit slow.
I know. Don't
More
worry,
than a
I
bit.
know.
More than a bit.
But
Oh,
Jonathan,
autism?
I'm not giving you a choice in the matter. I don't care if your school exists. I don't give a fuck. You are making time for the boys, and we're gonna do plenty of adventures.
Of course.
Oh.
But Doom is
Tallywackers are eternal. Boom.
eternal.
But Jonathan,
The Tallywackers commissioned Mick Gordon to do a Tallywacker song.
a Tallywacker tonic. Oh, also, with
From Dragon Ball.
the Great Booze Exchange, me and Chaz yesterday had come up with our slogan. Buy now, regret later. Or no, drink now, regret later. Yeah. That's gonna be our slogan. Well, adopt now, regret later.
You okay, Dylan?
Yeah, Dylan, you look like he's struggling.
Did your mother have to use? Did your mother have to use that same language to you? Find out, regret later.
Damn. Okay. Anyway, so
By the way, we're
I
friends.
can't-
We're...
I can't wait to make you play Bloodborne. I am gonna make you fight Lady Maria and the
Watch
Orphan
him
of
first
Frost.
try it.
If he first tries Lady Maria, I'm gonna kick the shit out of him.
No, you won't, because he first tried Lady Maria. He's too powerful for you.
I can guarantee he's not gonna first try Lady Maria.
I don't know.
Hell, I'll be.
I am surprisingly good at that. By the way, Chaz, you fucked up. We were gonna play Mech Warrior, then you died.
Yes.
Like 250. Oh, your time was short. I'm assuming we're drinking Sunday, Monday again.
Forehead cam.
Oh, good. You're doing the Nick Merckx cam.
Who?
He's a COD YouTuber that I hate, but that's how he basically plays his game. He's like,
you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of this YouTuber called Boogie.
Boogie2988.
Yeah, he kind of has that same cursed webcam-looking feel to it.
Boogie, oh god.
How the mighty have fallen, literally.
He fell hard. Oh, he fell so hard.
I mean, he's fat, so of course he was gonna fall hard.
Yeah, he went from like skits of like a character called Francis raging and stuff to a man who tries to speak on gaming politics, who is deeply poor now. He's a felon now. Do you not remember when he was in beat? It's not his fault. I mean, it is his fault, but he's not. I don't think he's in the wrong. He was in beef with some YouTuber who kept saying that he was gonna come to his house, and Boogie's like, "If you come to my house, I will shoot you." And then he came to his house and he shot in the air, but because he shot in the air, he was endangering the public. So he's a felon now. Because he didn't shoot the intruder, he endangered someone. That's why we shoot first, ask questions never.
The bullet came down and hit the YouTuber in the top of the head like a scene out of Looney Tunes.
Oh, how have the adventures been without the tall skinny?
Sad. We are
You guys
not
do
whole.
short adventures?
Sometimes.
Oh no, no, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no, oh, no! If y'all about to start to insult Jonathan, I'm gonna do something rare and defend Jonathan. Y'all motherfuckers left him in the lobby of Tim Hortons, sad and alone for like an hour and a half.
Hey,
That man just sat there.
Hey, he had Death Battle to watch.
Yeah, let's Sauron versus the Lich King. In this cold north, the only thing you'll find is death.
But like, he could have watched that at home. But no, he's in old
Yeah,
he's in old
he doesn't
Timmy's
watch
sad.
He doesn't watch Death Battles at home when they first come out now. It's now a Tallywackers tradition that we watch them together.
Did you watch them together?
Yeah, we will.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
So he could have watched it at home and then come and then watched it with you.
If it's in any way, I got 2 vanilla donuts.
For free? Or did you have to
No.
pay for them? They didn't even give you food, Jonathan.
They didn't take pity out of me.
I'm gonna take pity out of you. Because what are you gonna do? How long did you hang out after that?
we went to NSLC to get me alcohol. Yeah.
I'm getting ice. I don't have to do whatever the fuck I want. Meh.
What? I admit that.
Jonathan just hit us with a fucking meh. So has there been Tallywacker videos recorded recently?
No.
We've had a couple, but not that much. You abandoned us.
The one who recorded Jonathan, that's his fault. Or his fault, dude. Whatever orientation Chaz is, it's
He's on your left, Justin.
No, he's this
There you
way.
go.
No, he's not there. It's right there. Okay, not mind. You're not trying.
I don't fucking care. Fuck all you.
He grows 4 more arms and points everywhere.
Jonathan, you now have a job, okay? I'm giving you a job until I get back, okay? Your job.
I'm a ninja.
Your job is to make sure Chaz records.
Should be.
If you have to, molest him. Just do it.
Well, I rather list my own pistol. Fuck you.
Oh, my little. Well, Chaz, I'm gonna hand this off to you. You have a very specific, horrifying, unfortunate tale that involves me and you in gym class.
Oh no.
Holy shit! Oh no! Yay! Story time.
Before this happens, I just want to say, I should have been partners with Devin. Anyways, continue.
Wait, what second? Circumcise?
It was grade 10.
I don't know what circum is.
Yes, circumcision grade 10.
You know what?
Offer him a cookie that you don't have, he'll eat you. I've seen it happen.
He'll pretend
I've
your
seen
ass
it
is a
happen.
cookie.
Yeah, because I'm good at badminton.
Did you win any? Oh my fucking god.
Suck ass.
The thing is, yeah, we almost beat the best team, but see, there was a dynamic between me and Chaz, and there still is a dynamic between me and Chaz. See, Chaz is short, Justin is tall. So I'm trying to do my tall thing, and Chaz is trying to do his short thing. It was just the worst possible teamwork composition ever. Because Chaz is over here, I'm trying to hit it, Chaz is trying to hit it, and it just hits the ground. We're like, oh, fuck. Yeah, fucking, the ball will go over each other. I got it. Oh, it's so hard to not snap his little neck. Yeah, I know I was. I was the one that hit the fucking ball. I mean, that's why I said the composition was so bad.
What are you guys thinking?
It was. We weren't. Like I said, I should have been fucking with Devin. We're both tall. Was Dylan in that gym class?
What?
Oh, I choose body slam.
Just
Oh
out
yeah,
of
playing
just-
basketball.
and
Your
then-
ankles
Bro!
snapped and then you slid.
it literally made the sound that monkey made when it fell to the floor. Boom!
Dylan doesn't wear any pants.
I actually have a badminton story.
Oh, let's hear it.
So I'm good at badminton. I've played against a couple of people.
I love that.
I've done
Love.
pretty well. So I was playing in a team with this foreign kid. I was behind him, and he, my infinite wisdom, aimed the birdie about to do a nice little swing. I fucking knocked him out. I fucking smacked him in the back of the head.
Speaking of abusing foreign kids, Dylan, I think you have a story. I think you got a story under that.
That was literally that story was in my fucking head when we were talking about the boom. I actually have two stories to tell. We're gonna save that one for last, but I have another story to tell.
Please.
Now, definitely saving it for last. Anyway,
Fuck you.
Justin, you remember the yoga teacher? I do believe this was grade 11. It was grade 11.
This is one of my most fond school stories ever.
I don't think I told this
That's not
last
my pussy story.
No, it's touch my scrotum, daddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, here I was. No, I was going to gym. It's just like out of nowhere. We were just walking the hallway. I was at the gym class, and Justin's like, "Touch my scrotum, daddy." And the fucking yoga teacher walked by. She was like, and Justin fell.
A face of true horror.
She fell to the floor, laughing. No, Justin fell to the floor, laughing her ass off. She was just like,
Huh?
yeah, no, I haven't said that, but Justin fell to the floor laughing his ass off. It'd be funny if she did. It'd be funny if Justin laughed, if she laughed too, though.
Oh, fuck
Anyway.
me, it was funny. We were in a crowded hallway, so I knew someone was gonna hear. I just didn't care. It just happened to be the yoga teacher.
Tell
Now,
a story about how you were communicating with a bunch of autistic kids.
I don't know if that's gonna fly on YouTube.
anyway, no, but you don't want to hear my story about me abusing that foreign kid? God, Jonathan, fine. I see how it is.
Okay, but I will tell the story. Okay, I guess I can tell a story. It wasn't out of hatred. So I'm sure everyone who has ever been to school has shared a class with someone who's autistic. There's one of us here is autistic. Which one? but one of them was non-vocal, and they would I forget his name, but he would just communicate just by layman's terms. He would just go ee. And I had done it back once, and he had gotten really happy and laughed. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start doing this. And so every time I'd hear him, I'd go back and he'd laugh and he'd clap his hands, and he actually had given me a hug at one point.
That's nice.
But I had done it in front, I guess, the wrong teacher because he was in the hallway, he wasn't in the class. But I had heard him, so I had done it, and they had walked away, and the teacher's like, "Go to the office." And so I go to the office. I'm like, "Yeah, okay, that I could understand why that sounded bad." And right, okay, and yeah, I was making that. He enjoyed it. And I went to the principal's office, and the principal, he looked at me like, "What are you doing, man?" And I'm like, I might as well just lean into this. I'm like, I'm trying to communicate with them. I want to know what makes them tick. He literally laughs. He literally laughs, and he's like, "Man." Then I told him the real reason, and he had sent me back. I didn't get in trouble for it once the actual story was unfolded. But he was trying to see what makes them tick.
Jesus Christ. If we don't get thrown out of YouTube, I don't know what will get us thrown out.
Guys, broadcasting porn on our channel accidentally.
Yeah.
You did do that 3 times.
That's our downfall. Not again. Don't worry, the Tallywackers 2 Electric Boogaloo will come out.
What's your story about the foreign kid?
Oh,
That's for
that.
last. Dylan said.
Oh, come on, I need to hear this.
Okay.
This is gonna...
And plus,
Anyway.
Chaz seems to have a story.
Okay, we'll listen to Chaz.
Oh, I thought you were telling a story.
Yeah, I thought you were telling the story.
Okay, so this is gym class, same class as Justin. We were in gym, and gym was over, and
Place in gym class.
And we had
Gym
to
class
put
is a coast class.
we had to put the basketballs back. Was it a basketball that I?
It was a basketball. It was a basketball. Okay. Yeah, it was a
So
basketball.
I decided to speed up the process instead of actually picking it up and carrying it there. I decided to kick the basketball. Out of the corner comes the foreign kid, and bam, right in his fucking face. And I'm like,
He
oh, fuck.
kicked it, and he turned the corner, and boom!
I was like, oh fuck, bro, I'm sorry. Shit, my bad. He was cool about it.
Yeah, he was really cool about it, but Dylan slammed that basketballs. Balls.
Yeah. Like he just
basket.
Like he balls. Just turned the corner, then boom.
Balls. Basket. Ball.
Oh no. Around the world.
Basket. Ball. No, it wasn't a. I'd thrown it with all the force I could muster, which is a lot. Dylan, you can tell the story of your first introduction of the Justin strength here in a second.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
But I threw it with all my force I could muster, and like a fucking movie, Deus Ex Machina shit. Fucking the ball entered the matrix, calculated the angle, and then bounced perfectly to crush my nuts. Yeah, I was down for 15 minutes. The gym teacher walks up to me, looks down, and says, "Looks fun," and I'm like.
He just walked by you and took a selfie.
He with his dead kid.
Nah. The introduction to the Justin string. Oh boy. See,
What's it as hot and as steamy as I think it is?
at
You
the
wish.
Justin and I are friends. We weren't as close as we are now, but we were friends. And I just decided to, like, fucking hold the library doors on him just to fuck with him. No effort, like zero effort at all. He grabs the door and just goes, "Hmm?" It's like, how'd that go for you? I'm like, how strong are you? Because I was using all my force.
The door,
Yeah.
and he's bracing. And I walk over and push the door open. I look down. How'd that go for you? How strong are
No, it's the best part. He didn't even say anything. He was just like, "Mhm, yeah. Mhm." He just, I'm like, how?
It's the
Now
scene
I'm
in the, it
No, I'm
reminds
just
me of the scene in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show where Darth Vader just casually picked up a starship and tore it apart with the Force.
That whole fight made me a little moist, Jonathan, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, I have a story too, but I'll let you go, Chaz. One of mine is ours too. Oh no, it might be the exact same story I'm thinking of. This class alone, I blame for why me and Chaz got as close as we did and why we were so good friends as we are now. We went through trials and tribulation together in that godforsaken class.
Oh.
Close together.
Yeah, so the game was called Survive, and it was basically a Wendigo kind of choose your own adventure style. And a most notorious broken line of code. You'd get to a cabin where you would get a gun. Or you could go to the lake. If you go to the lake, you die. So if you choose the path, go to the lake, it will then say, like, you went to the lake and were stalked and then were killed by a Wendigo. Do you want to enter the cabin? Yeah, so yeah, because it was actually a mega Unger brain move on our part because obviously you wanted a final decent product, right? But there was no way in hell because a game worked. You could technically play the game like the first half of the code was fine. You could play the first half fine, but the second half it was kind of like Cyberpunk when it released.
Oh no! Oh.
So we then, because we had like a week left, and I don't know if you guys have ever tried code. A week is nothing. That is peanuts. There wasn't enough time left on our son's lifespan to save what was that eldritch monstrosity. So all these people, I mean, let's be honest, me and Chaz had this discussion. There were a few groups who very clearly just went on the internet, copied the code, and then did a little change. I mean, I was no. Yep. They had a text-based choose your own adventure, but had like, see, me and Chaz, if our game worked, we would have been the best functioning game ever because all of our code was done by hand. Nothing was imported. We just wrote the code and hoped it worked. And the people who did what we tried to do successfully, it wasn't like a choose your own adventure kind of like. Me and Chaz, we had branches upon branches upon branches of different side stories. Yeah, yeah. Which surprisingly, our inventory worked. Which I think that was the most miraculous thing. Me and Chaz managed to code in a functional inventory system with Python, but we had an inventory system. We had items that you could find. If you didn't find, you couldn't do this branch. We had an ammo count. You had ammo. You didn't have an infinite amount of ammo. There was different encounters. There was endings and stuff. They didn't work, but they were there. So I would argue even that first half of our game that did work was more complex than a lot of what people did. Like, oh man, bad cold. They basically had a functional text-based Pokemon game. But I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, they had a Pokédex.
There's a Pokédex? Did they have any new Pokemon at least?
No, because it was they copied Gen 1 code. They just copied code and then just imported it and then made it work in Python. Which is stupid because one of the people in particular who was behind that project was actually really good with his code. The motherfucker could code, but he just did the bullshit thing. But then there's me and Chaz trundling through the fucking trenches, praying to God that the new line of code we just wrote didn't blow our fucking thing up. I know exactly what this is. It wasn't even an O, it was like, oh. Oh, it was! Yes! What's Jonathan?
No, actually. Scared for his safety.
I was gonna say, that's not even the story I have with that class. No, so we have two different stories. Mine is about the unfortunate name of our squad.
He's back! Guess who's back?
Welcome back! Anyways, so, yeah, that wasn't even Chaz's story. So, continuing on.
How is it that they couldn't just create a stick figure and call it Sticker or something?
Because they're dumb. Yeah, coding an actual physical object is a nightmare. But
Yeah,
so me and because they have millions and millions of workers who aren't using Python.
Those millions and
Can you
millions
imagine
of
Overwatch 2 and on
workers.
Python?
Oh, that'd be even more unplayable. It'd be even more unplayable.
So to kind of branch off of Chaz's story, because Chaz is more of an overarching story. This is more of like a small scale tragedy. I'm not gonna say the name of our squad because there's a specific reason. But me and Chaz had been running with this whole idea that we were the blank squad, and yeah, we thought we made it up. We did the full presentation under that name and everything, and then come to find out about almost a year later that the name that we had was actually a very racist term for Native Americans. Like an extremely racist name. And by the way, because to kind of finish off the initial thought before Chaz continues, with our project, because we knew we couldn't get our code to work, so everyone had their code working, and then we spitballed them like, Chaz, what if we just do our presentation on what not to do? And that's what we did, and we got a perfect mark. It was a perfect. We just showed them what not to do. But in that presentation, in big, bold, fucking colorful letters was our name, which was I guess no one picked up on it. But yeah, he said it out loud. It turns out it was an actual extremely racist. It was basically the N-word.
Oh!
And we wore it. We're so creative. None of these other guys have fucking names. But look at us. We're the slow squad.
What's the word called?
Oh, I can't say it. Yeah, we'll say it when once the podcast ends. Yeah, this is like the weirdest inside joke ever. It's a cursed inside joke between that class.
What the fuck? Wait, Nick.
Dirty blonde, Jonathan. Dirty blonde, bigger.
Oh, okay. What's in the sorry card?
Not only did he I want to tell the discovery from my perspective, because I don't know if I was the first one to notice it, but I was the first one to go vocal about it.
No.
I'm just coding, trundling with Chaz. We're writing our little codes, and so the door is here, right? The row of computers basically right next to the door. That's me and Chaz. Then it goes. Then another row in front was Chaz's friend Zoe was, and then another row behind, and then the back wall of computers. Same thing on the other side. So Nick was in the middle to the left. So he was the opposite row of us in the middle. And he had the whole row to himself. The people who he was with ended up weren't at school. No, I think he just had the row to himself because he was weird. But anyways. So I'm just kind of scanning the room because I think I was trying to see what Colby was doing. Because he was basically the row after Nick, basically at the back with Joden.
Colby, he's a bastard that stole my paper and desk.
But anyways,
hentai in math class. He ruined my.
He showed me hentai in French.
Oh,
That's not that bad.
But so I was gonna go see what I look because me and Colby, he would show me his code because he had done some really cool stuff. This was way before like the final project. This was when we were just we were on a specific like actual website where you would that ghost fucking website where it basically be write this code to make this spin, or write this code to make a teacher have a salary, or write this code for God. But so I look over to see what Colby's doing because Colby got really far in that program. I just kind of want to see what Eldritch Nightmares were in my future. Then I see something strange, something that shouldn't quite be there. Something catches my eye. See, Nick had 3 computers to himself.
Oh no.
Something activated my neurons in all the wrong ways. So I look over, and on each computer, there's a slideshow. And I'm like, that looks weird. And I get my little goggles out. I'm like, my little peepers out. And on each 3 computers, he has a slideshow of furry porn. Not like lewd stuff, straight up fucking porn. Cycling through each 3 computers. He just got it. Just on display. And the teacher patrols. The motherfucker, God love him, is dumb as fuck. Because he doesn't see it. Those 3 computers. 3. Just porn, furry porn, just everywhere. There's so much anger, and I show Chaz, and this is when Chaz couldn't even fathom the idea of porn, and
he doesn't swear for God's sakes.
No, you think this cretin is vanilla now? Chaz beforehand, I remember we had a Discord server. And I just mentioned that, like, hey, Chaz, we should have an NSFW category. So if anyone wants to do anything, they can do it. Number one, Chaz named it after me. It was the Gaming Vibes Dungeon, which I have no issue with. And then the voice chat, regret.mp3. And I sent some like basic pictures, and then Chaz is like, man, this says, hold on, I'm going to read it verbatim.
Oh, no.
I'm going to read it verbatim. It's not hard to find. That's the Salt Crew. That is not what I want. It won't be there. Scrub Hub, Dylan, that's a nice picture there, buddy.
What? What I said? Hold on.
From Chaz, after seeing what I had posted, I've put some weird stuff here, but the Gaming Vibe put up straight pornography. That says a lot. XD, XD, XD. 3 XDs as well. But I showed Chaz what Nick had, and it was just the face of. Like, Chaz, look over. No. Chaz, just look over. No, it's gone, Chaz, look over. No. Chaz, just look over. No. But are you is your main part of the story, Chaz, telling what happened when the realization was made from the teacher? Yeah, he had the master computer. He could see all of our screens. He could, because number one, he would do that to check our progress and make sure we're working. But he could see all of our screens. But when he found out. Oh, I remember it perfectly. It was Spencer. Spencer had brought it up to Mr. Mitchell, and Mr. Mitchell plays it off nonchalantly because he wanted to see for himself. So he gets up and just kind of walks over. And what Nick said was he had connected all of the monitors, so one monitor would control it all. So when Mr. Mitchell would walk by and it got too close, he would like cancel it out, pretend to code. But Mr. Mitchell had seen it from his desk, so he walks over. Nick does his thing. He walks back, and then he sees it again. And then he's like, Nick, come here. And then, oh my God, I've never seen a teacher more angry. I don't remember everything verbatim, but I do remember one specific thing verbatim. But I don't know how, because he was screaming at him, like, you're supposed to be doing your work. And he'd mentioned like what he was doing, like, this is unacceptable. What the hell were you thinking? And then it got onto race somehow. And he said, what are you, one of those racists? And then he continues to talk. You're gonna grow up to be one of the rapists. Ouch! And Nick.
Those stories broke him.
Yeah, he almost called, the cops were almost called, because I guess technically you could consider it sexual assault. No, it would technically be sexual assault because if anyone felt if Chaz looked at it, sexual assault. If Chaz looked at it, But man, it was, what are you, one of them racists? You're gonna grow up to be a rapist. He was so angry.
It's 5 points. What do you expect? It broke him.
It broke the man.
On a spiritual level.
It's funny. The year grade 12, I had the same teacher for film and video. I'd walked in and he remembered me from that class. And he's like, it's been a while since I've seen you, Justin. I'm like, yeah. It's been a while since you've seen some interesting pictures on some monitors, hasn't it? And don't remind me. Sit down. Don't remind me. And I'd always bring it up. We'd show a movie or whatever, would hand in or whatever things. I'm like, man, I think I should get extra points for not showing you fully porn. And he's like, there was one day, it's like, I feel like I should. It's like, he had said the bar has been put so low that I'm willing to give you bonus points for this. He was cool about it after.
The great fur report incident of 2018.
Oh no, that's what it's called! Yeah, Hour of Code. Yeah, I didn't do horrible with yeah, like for example, this will sound like fucking Chinese to anyone who's not Chaz. It'd be like use an if statement to get this variable. An if statement is
What?
if this happens, this will happen. So like if you would write the code, it's not as simple as if blank if, because then you need to link the code with code and then fucking write source code and then do a fucking then you need to fucking do the skeng and then the Macarena. But you would write like if Chaz goes to the cabin, he'll get a gun. That's an if statement. So if the ball is to move, it will end up here. That would be like an if statement for that Hour of Code thing. Chaz would write it so the ball would go there, but he doesn't use an if statement. And the website's like, no, you're cringe. You're cringe. No, do it with an if statement. Want to.
Okay.
Hunger. Oh, iffy, if. Oh, that's all Survive was. If, 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 if.
Oh.
It's fucking inbred.
Yeah, you couldn't do it. You couldn't get past it. No. It was Mystic mentioned like, so you're gonna come in like part 4. You're not gonna be able to do it. The website knows they're not fixing it. That class was awesome. It was a good class. Yeah, it was. There was a system, a line of code that you would basically, for layman's terms, you would package it. You'd package the code, and then later you could use a command that would basically use the code that you've already made, and then reuse it in the context with something different. If executed, would have made Survive pretty easy. It was actually kind of cool though, because we very clearly had our own different methods of coding, and we were definitely better at some things than the other. Like it was. I've fixed Survive. You can play it now. I mean, you can't play it now, but I've ran it before. I've fixed it, but it didn't work then. Not when it mattered. But me and Chaz had such interesting coding because I was better at seeing the problem, I was a lot
Looks
better.
dead.
Yeah, Dylan looks dead inside. But
always been
I
dead
was
inside.
better at seeing the problem.
Inside.
I would argue Chaz was definitely better at sitting there and writing code longer. So what would end up happening is Chaz would basically write a code, then I'd go weirdly enough, a lot like her editing style. Chaz would go through, put things together, and then I'd come through the lines of code and then fix whatever needs to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. Even what we probably should have done is because again we wrote it in Google Docs and then would put it into the program and then basically go from there. So it would basically be me and Chaz next to each other writing a little code. Like so, how it would work is we gave each other sections. Chaz would work on the intro that day. Then I'd work on when you get to the cabin, and then the next day Chaz would work on the lake section. I'd work on something different, and would do it by section. We probably should have just done it together by section and wrote the code together instead of. Yeah, yeah. It was there was the branch with the fire and the flame carried on. And there's a lot of
Survived.
smaller story of with Survive. God,
Survive is
such a
basically the crackdown free of the Tallywackers.
without Terry Crews, we didn't get Terry Crews. We should have got Terry Crews. We should have got it. We should have got him to market it.
Did he fix crackdown free?
You know what's funny? By that time, Terry Crews was a big meme for me and you.
Oh my
Bless
God.
you. But Terry Crews was a big meme.
He still is.
Well, no, but I mean, in particular for me and Chaz, we mentioned him a lot. He was a large meme in that. Oh, that. I was gonna say we'll give them a chance.
Who? I don't.
I think it'd be Jonathan's turn because Dylan did his exchange.
Yeah,
So Jonathan,
it didn't go well. Trust me. He's still alive. What? I'll get him.
what do you know that? Do you know that for sure?
I mean,
No, you don't.
I'm a Twitter user now.
oh god,
Yo.
no!
Oh no.
He's
So-
already. He's verified, boys.
No, I didn't go that far. I did get
Okay, Jonathan, I'm a Twitter user too. It's a cesspool, that place.
Yeah,
but
it is. It is.
The reason why I went on there is for one of the most humble reasons ever. So
Let's hear it.
Multiverses came out, and the lead director, Tony Hugh, he chats with people, he talks with them, and he takes suggestions.
Oh, okay, I see where this is going.
Yeah, I went on Twitter to talk with him and share an idea for Ben and Multiverses.
How'd that go?
He replied.
Oh.
He said that it was a cool idea, and it says something that they haven't even begun Ben 10 yet. He's gonna be the Banjo-Kazooie of this game.
100%.
No, fuck that, he's gonna be Sora. Never mind Banjo, he got it with ease.
No, he's gonna be Luigi. Never happening. Could you imagine?
Fuck you, Ben, your series is dead. So
Waluigi. Waluigi.
Yes, sir.
It's like a sad filter. It's a sad filter showing Smash footage without Waluigi and it's going Waluigi.
Chaz,
Waluigi.
Chaz, Fields Up for Done, but it's sung by Waluigi.
So,
Thou shalt be one for one.
so
Waluigi.
afterwards, that basically destroyed my entire email. So now I get tweets of people saying that the earliest one. The worst part that absolutely broke me. It was like a kick in the nuts with someone with ice skates. It absolutely destroyed it.
Oh my God.
Why, God?
I hate it. I hate it.
Yep. Here, do you know what caused that
Well,
feeling?
Chaz, I have hatred.
I got a tweet from Geeks and Gamers.
Oh.
That fucking destroyed me.
Wait,
You're gonna get like a
you?
direct message. You're gonna get a DM from the quartering.
Wait, Jonathan, Geeks and Gamers DM you?
It was just a message with shit that they were saying, like, "Hey, I hate this," or "Hey, I'm a cuck for this," or "Hey, Elon Musk can suck my dick hole." So essentially,
I'm gonna clip that. Just so I can have the clip of Jonathan saying, Elon Musk can suck my dick hole.
he can suck every hole that I have. I hate that motherfucker.
Why do you hate Elon Musk?
Yeah, he's making cat girls.
He gonna take us tomorrow.
What?
No, I wasn't. I just hate the vitriol around him. Like he's some sort of god, bro. He only funds Tesla. He doesn't create that like Full Metal Alchemist.
I think it's more important. I don't give a fuck about Tesla. I'm more about SpaceX.
He doesn't create it. He funds it. He created Dogecoin, for God's sake.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He did not create it. He just inflated it.
That fucking gets busted to flames.
Well, I mean, the man is a fucking genius, but no, he's not. He's not Tony Stark in his basement. Ah, yes, the new Mega Rocket 1987 edition.
Support him is because he said that he'll bring free speech to Twitter. Isn't that what's the?
He already did.
Yeah, he screwed.
Yeah, he owns it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not. The funny thing is, this is probably the one thing I disagree with Elon Musk like heavily with. He bought Twitter for freedom of speech, right? And he unbanned like a bunch of people, which is cool. But then to have like to be official and have like your watermark, so your little check mark basically, it basically puts your account more on people's feed. So now if you don't have a check mark, you're less likely to be seen, right? And you need to pay $8 to get that check mark. So essentially, to have freedom of speech, got to cough up $8.
Do you know who did that? The quartering. He's verified, boys.
That doesn't surprise me. Why do you know? Jonathan. Jonathan, money.
Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why?
Okay, I'm done.
Do you know why I know this?
Why?
The whole reason why I was ranting, because I got the tweet saying it. I in this hell.
Jonathan's laying down about to go to bed. Fucking checked his emails one last time. See, maybe the school sent me something. Maybe I gotta do something. Quarter.
I'm just waiting for the day when Jonathan gets a DM from the quartering. That would be fucking beautiful.
Jonathan, I do hope you realize if the Tallywackers gets popular enough, the coding will know of your existence.
Yeah, finally.
What is he going to do? Try and cancel me?
Something much worse. He's going to say your name from his horrible eldritch mouth.
Ugh.
If I kill it, Death says I like him.
I should give the coding a Jonathan body pillow.
You fucking do that, and I will email Andrew Tate and send him your email address.
Good.
Justin
never mind.
Justin wants to kill Andrew Tate.
I actually don't mind him nowadays. Ever since he shut the fuck up and got canceled, he's been much more tolerable.
It's very ironic.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, Jonathan, what happened? This guy's the worst.
Hey, Jonathan, do you want to taste Cordung's poon sponge?
You're implying that he is a transgender even though he hates them? He is the thing that he hates the most.
Yeah. He wakes up one day. I have become the thing I swore to destroy.
It's like that movie.
Looks
like that
down.
Movie, Hot Chicks.
I know what I have to do, but I don't think I have the power to do it.
It's like Justin. It's like that movie. Justin, it's literally like that movie Hot Chicks. The one with Rob Schneider. White Chicks is better.
Now I want to watch that. Yeah, I was gonna say White Chicks is better. For one reason only.
We should do a review of White Chicks one day. Just for
absolutely.
So that's my tragic story. I talked with someone really nice, and now I have people on my fucking Twitter sending me theories about Black Panther 2 bombing at the box office, which is bullshit.
Is it bombing at the box office? There's no way it's bombing at the box.
Oh.
It won't blow up before that happens. You really think that that's gonna happen? That's like believing in flat Earth.
The box office is gonna blow up when Avatar: Way of Water comes out. It's gonna explode.
Oh, that money is gonna burst the whole thing. It's gonna be like the Great Depression with the bus where the tanks blow up.
Yep. Chazzy fat.
You think that Black Panther 2 is gonna bomb, really? You don't really think it's gonna... Oh, it's beautiful. Monkey.
Did they think that because Chadwick passed?
They're just peddling some bullshit story about how only black people are allowed to see it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I'll be back. I'm gonna stab him.
He's gone off to do my dirty work.
Oh, sorry. What's this about? Only black people can see the Black Panther?
Here's a long story short. It's bullshit.
Wow.
You really think they're gonna let only black people go in? Hell no, they need money. No.
Jonathan! Are you racist? Oh god, back up, you foul beast! Back up, you foul beast! Away!
Really? When did you hear that? You don't really... No!
He
I heard it yesterday. It's a good film.
He heard it from Geeks and Gamers.
Pardon?
Oh. Honestly, that was going to be my first guess, but that was a joke. Oh.
It's the newest trend right now. You hit on everything. Why do you think that negativity is the biggest thing on the internet? It gives them money for some reason. It's like Pandora's box.
No!
That was cursed. You went all blurry.
You and I'll blurry your mother! Mother! So how much you want to bet I'm going to be for the next podcast? Place your bets.
$0. That's not money
Why?
I'm willing. That's not money I'm willing to risk.
Guys, guys, you're overreacting.
Guys,
Guys.
1/4 portion.
1/4
guys,
portion.
I think the shirt might be a bit ruined. Coming crazy.
Fuck. What did
That
you
shirt
do? What did you
is
do?
dead.
Flex
Here,
it
watch,
out?
I'll show ya. Watch, look. Look, it'll be fine.
Yo, while I have Chaz and Dylan here also, are we down to play Warzone tomorrow?
Sure, after work.
Warzone 2's coming out.
Why
I'm
not
trying to.
just equal? Why not just improve on the current one?
I don't know.
Jonathan, don't you play Overwatch 2?
Actually, yes, Jonathan.
Yeah, does it look like I like it? I had to wait 2 days in order to play it when it came out.
So did I, and when I got to play it, I had none of my cosmetics, none of my heroes, I had nothing.
You think I'm praising over? Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you're in the store, yeah, it was a glitch that if you were in the store, it would just automatically buy things for you. And Blizzard put their foot down and said that they're meant to be final purchases, so they're not refunding.
Wait, what?
Yeah. They literally stole money from them, yeah.
I'm gonna praise Overwatch 2.
They're not. They're Blizzard. You could try and sue them, but you're not gonna have enough money to counter sue those motherfuckers. The Nintendo. I almost said Nintendo Nazis.
Hell.
What about the Nintendo Nazis? Now, what do we want to do the next podcast subject on while we're here? We'll give like a little sneak teaser.
Our favorite hentais.
No.
Well, if I don't make it, then it's gonna be fine. But I will be there.
All right, fine. Our favorite porn stars. How about that?
Mine is that Justin Burgess guy. He's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
I'm getting really tired of you guys saying that. I'm getting real fucking tired of that.
Hey, okay, Jonathan, you know what you do? Next one who says it, fight him. Chaz, say it.
John's second favorite porn star is Geeks and Gamers.
Actually, I'm curious, Jonathan. Oh. He's dead.
He did the Otsdarva punch.
He did.
Jonathan. I don't know.
Okay, I'm curious. I know why you hate the quoting. Why don't you like Geeks and Gamers?
Because they're essentially the same thing, but also, yeah, they're essentially the same thing. Racist, sexist, transphobic. They even said First Nation slur, so I'm amazed you don't hate them.
But yeah, I was gonna say you just described Dylan.
Just me. Just me. Just me. Man, fuck you. Fuck you. Wow.
Okay, let's all be honest. Let's all be honest. The most racist, transphobic, aggressive, sexist one here is Chaz.
I was gonna say Jonathan. But sure, let's go with Chaz.
No, it's clearly Chaz.
You belong in the Red Lantern Corps.
God damn it, we didn't play Sea of Thieves. Fuck. Because Dylan keeps dying as well.
Fine, we'll play it early next time. Good!
No, because Sea of Thieves is better when we're all drunk, and it takes. By the time Chaz is in a good level of drunk, you're dead. And Chaz can't speed up his drunk process because then he dies at 1:30.
Okay, fine. I will last longer next time.
So anyway, here's my villain origin story as to why I hate those guys. It's time for you to know the truth. It's like the Ovulander flashback where he explains to Mark his purpose in life.
You DM'd them
Face
both
it,
a dick.
Mark.
You
Hard.
DM'd them both dick pics, but they didn't send any back, and they also said it was small. That's why you hate. That's why you hate them both.
That's what vagina text says.
Exposed.
Expository! You've been expository! I'm gonna give you some toy with my mouth. It's still going on.
I received some crusty vagina pics once. I'm pretty sure it was them.
What?
You heard me. I'm saying that they're disgusting.
Can I just say, the Tallywacker beard gang coming along, boys.
Yeah.
The Tallywacker beard. Everyone give a nice little stroke to the beard.
You don't have the right, Dylan. Oh God!
I was gonna say, Dylan.
Looks like he's massaging his sack.
Yeah, mine's not very big.
Well, I mean, I do the same thing.
I was
gonna say, I'm on John's side with this one. When I find something I genuinely despise, I talk it to the ground.
I will make fun of them, and they're worth making fun of because they've done some actual horrible shit, like crypto.
No!
The ultimate crime.
The ultimate crime, getting an NFT.
and also try and support Harvey Weinstein.
No.
He's done some shit.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he's done some kids.
Oh.
Like Chaz.
Yeah, basically
He's
the
killed
reason why.
7.
Basically, I hate them. Basically, I hate them because their content is lazy. I disagree with them morally. They're ugly as shit. Seriously, the quartering spear looks like Chewbacca's balls.
Like Chaz's.
Now, Jonathan, it's not what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside.
What's inside is gonna be my foot up their ass.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. I just.
So yeah, that's my supervillain origin story. I hate them because of their morals, aka none.
Let's see.
It's as basic as that, and I will continue to make fun of them. And if those two mongrels ever say I like them again, then I will summon Justin with my Naruto hand signals to have.
I would be careful. Jonathan knows how to do that.
Jonathan told me he likes to watch the quarter jerk off on Pornhub. Jonathan told me he subscribed to the Quarterings OnlyFans.
He doesn't have. Oh, actually, I wouldn't put it past him. He needs.
I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be. Fucking Boogie 2988 is doing it. Oh.
I fucking saw. I saw the first few minutes of the Quartering reacting to the God of War 5 character designs, and he reacted like everybody else did. He reacted like everybody else did to Angerboat. I hated that she was black. And then his reaction to the Thor design.
He looks like me, but cooler.
It was like, okay, they made, like, literally the first thing he says is like, okay, they made Thor fat. It's like, well, yeah, because he is in the myth. So
the homie lives off of mead. He's not gonna be slim.
Here's the thing. Thor is either eating, drinking, or fucking. That's all he does. Eats, drinks, and fucks.
Yeah.
I mean, only without the last part.
It's like, I was gonna say, it's like Dylan without the fucking.
Hey, comparing me to Thor? I'll take it.
Oh.
You're fat and you drink.
And I beer.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. What?
Aww.
You have a sad new.
Do you know what the part is?
I have the blades of sad.
All the content, all of their content is just the same. You watch one video, you've seen them all. It's like the CGI series of Thomas and Friends. It's all just the same. No originality.
The Quartering.
That's criticizing Thomas and Friends.
No, not the first. Not the first few
Jonathan is a Thomas and Friends hater. Couldn't.
What is with these
Now,
boring thumbnails?
now, what do you all think the next subject should be?
Me and Dylan talked about this idea, talking about true crime.
Ooh, I'm down with that.
It
Yeah.
would probably be our most downer episode.
I'm down with that. I'm 100% down with that. Well, Chaz, do some research. I was gonna say I know a lot too.
I know a lot of fucked cases.
Yeah,
Mostly because unsolved mystery.
I was gonna say I'm gonna focus on unsolved stuff.
Yeah.
I know
Like the story of how Jonathan died. No one knows.
Oh.
Huh?
Your story's probably gonna be
Jonathan, I ask you a favor.
Yeah, I'll kill the Corey, no problem.
No, can I get a?
Justin, is your topic gonna be on Jack the Ripper? Oh.
Suffice.
We gotta talk about Jack the Ripper in that podcast.
Close.
And the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah. We should probably start wrapping up soon. It is 10:40, and I've got a dog I need to take care of.
I would subscribe to that as well. Boys, this was fun. It was great seeing you, Jonathan.
Yeah,
I mean, I see Dylan and Chaz a little too much. Especially that Chaz guy.
Yeah,
You finally defended my reason why You finally defended my reason as to why I hate the big two bulging ball sacks of hate.
The Bulgers.
Bulger Brothers!
I wish we could do 2 podcasts a week, but 2 people here work like queefs, and 2 of them actually sleep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, I would take less shifts, but I need the money.
I was gonna say, don't take less shifts for a podcast. Yeah, exactly. Man, I'm famous now. I need 1 shift a week. 1 shift a week.
No, I can't go. I can't go back to McDonald's shifts.
McDonald's.
A Kentucky Fried Pizza and a Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. A Pizza Hut. A Pizza Hut. A Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. McDonald's. McDonald's. A Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. McDonald's. McDonald's. A Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. I'm glad that we remember that. Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Meadowfields is a very fine school. John, words of wisdom.
Oh, Jesus. You are allowed to talk about things that you hate just as long as you have good evidence, good reason, and as long as you can have a nice old laugh about it. But if I ever see the quartering comment in our videos, I will literally flee this country.
Where will you go?
I will flee.
Bulgaria. No, Bulgaria, that's where we're invading, so it works out that way. Now, Jonathan, don't leave prematurely because we still need to tell you the name of the very racist thing.